Good morning, traders. Let's have a look at a possible head and shoulders break on the euro dollar that is happening right now. On the euro dollar in the 4-hour chart, heavily zoomed out so we can see a lot of history, we see that we have, while not perfect, but a pretty good head and shoulders build here. Where if we consider this as being the head and then we have the shoulders on the side, at the bottom we can see that this price level has been tested a few times, so this we would call the neckline. You can confirm by checking on the daily chart, and you'll see that it looks fairly similar. We just don't have quite as much detail. Now, if you've been through the course, you would have seen that we have briefly spoken about the head and shoulders break, and what is happening here is that we have a head and shoulders that is breaking the neckline coming below. Now, we always need some kind of confirmation, and if you're watching the news, you would have seen that the European Central Bank has made a few changes to the monetary policy. Basically, they decided to scale back their monetary policy stimulus by half to only 30 billion euros per month. Now, they have extended the program by a few months, but they did reiterate that rate hikes are not likely after the bond buying program ends. So this is all viewed as a very cautious approach to unwinding the stimulus package that they've put in, and the decision was made because of the stubbornly low inflation conditions. So with the euro pulling back on their stimulus package, this means that the greenback, or the US dollar, has a chance of strengthening against it. So not only have we seen a head and shoulders busy forming, and we've actually seen that the neckline has already been broken, but we have this news that came out yesterday that really confirms that the direction should be changing in the longer term. I'm looking at a potential first target at about this price level here. You could set it at 1.15, that really is close enough, but that looks like it should be a fairly decent movement. If we were to go now, it's 150 pips we should be able to grab. The stop loss I'm setting just above here, because if we see the price bounce up and cross this level, then this head and shoulders is no longer confirmed, or at least it's showing us that it is not a proper neckline break. So if the price reverses and hits across this, then we're not in a good place, but I feel fairly confident that it's going to cross this line, and then we're going to watch and see what happens by the time it gets down here. If we get more news event that confirms the direction of the market, then we'll likely hold the trade. If we see new patterns forming or a new trend line forming, then we'll hold the trade, or perhaps even increase our position after moving our stop loss into a profitable area, and we'll get to play this for quite a while. Now, this is a demo account, but I'm going to go ahead and enter a trade on this one as well as my live accounts. But here I'll show you the demo account, and I'm going to enter a smaller amount. So I'm going to go for 0.5 lots, and I'll hit a sell. So now I've entered a sell and I can see that the lines are in. I'm going to go ahead and set my stop loss at that level, and I'm going to set a take profits. I'm going to go a little bit lower just so I can monitor this, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting at least as much profit as what I'm risking. That way, as long as you have even a 51% success rate, you're at least showing some kind of profit. Alright guys, so trade this however you want. This must be your decision whether or not you're going to enter the trade, but I feel fairly confident that this should be a nice head and shoulders neckline break coming down, and the news is confirming. But because it's a longer term trade, you are going to have to check in every now and then, make sure no news events are going to throw things the other way, and keep an eye on the patterns. And as always, do not bet the farm. Only risk what you're able to lose, and then squeeze as much profit out of that as you can.